Sliding up the highway with my old goon on the seat. Top flow sessions, puffing volume, this some heat. Every time we pop out, it's a movie, pick the scene. Pick the scene, super clean. Sliding up the highway with my old goon on the seat. Top flow sessions, puffing volume, this some heat. Every time we pop out, it's a movie, pick the scene. Pick the scene, super clean.
I ain't say, man, what it do, man? It's your boy Mister back in the building with another one, man. So today's story is about the time I was chained to a booty bandit, man. So boom. At this time, I'm coming from diagnostics at Pam Lynchner State Penitentiary. Here in Texas, you know what I'm talking about, we got jails, jails and prisons is different down here. You know what I'm talking about? We have, you got city jail, county jail, the state penitentiary jail, and then you got the penitentiary. Like, state penitentiary is basically like, I guess you would say, a level 1. You know what I'm talking about? To give you an idea of what's going on, So, and the state jail, you probably do no more than about 5 years max. I think it's like from 6 to 5 years or whatever. So, so boom. You know what I'm talking about? I'm at Pam Lynchner or whatever, I had just turned myself in from running for 8 years, from being, from some bullshit case I had. We'll talk about that later on, you know what I'm talking about? So, I'm at diagnostics, you feel me? And it's this dude that keeps staring at me. I'm really trying to figure out, like, man, what the fuck is up with Buddy? You know what I'm talking about? He got this big ass birthmark on the side of his face, big black patch on the side of this nigga's face, and he's steadily staring at me, and I'm sitting there like, man, what the fuck is up with dude? You know what I'm talking about? So I'm kicking it with the nigga I'm kicking with or whatever, old school cat, bald head, funny than a motherfucker, you feel me? I'll tell y'all a story about him later, but so Buddy, he just keeps staring at a nigga. So I finally asked him, I said, hey bro, we good? We straight? Like, you all right? So he like, nah man, I think I know you. I'm like, you don't look familiar, bro. I don't know where I know you from. So he asked me about this particular chick. Fine little Jamaican bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Bad. She used to stay in the Mint. So anybody who from Houston, from A-Leaf to, to be exact, you feel me, Southwest, we in the building. It was, it was this little bad little Jamaican chick. Used to stay off in the Mint, and I guess him and her used to stay together, whatever the case was. But either way it go, I used to sell her weed. And he say that's how he know me. Because, when I used to come over, I drop off and shit. Me and her kick it. Me and her partners, we get on the tabs or whatever. And, do the damn thing. You feel me? So the nigga say that's where he remembered me from. From he done bought weed and shit from me. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's what's up. All right, bet. So me and Nick get to kicking shit because he knows the people I know. You know what I'm talking about? So as we in diagnostics, you know what I'm talking about, I was there for like maybe, I was in diagnostics for damn near a month and a half over there at Pam Lynchner before they shipped me off to, the jail, the penitentiary, whatever I was going to be at. So the whole time, now after we got there, I seen him that first day, didn't see the nigga no more. You feel me? We kicked the shit, we talked, whatever, boom. I ain't see that nigga no more. So they finally classified me. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm getting shipped to Keegan's. Now, Keegan's, for anybody in Houston who know, you know what I'm talking about, Keegan's, they nicknamed it Top Street because that's the street that it's on. So a lot of niggas, Top Street is where a lot of young niggas go. They ain't doing shit but fighting 24/7. I'm talking about, they rapping and fighting. That's all that's going on. I'm talking about, nigga, that bitch is fuck. Niggas ain't stabbing no, anybody dying. So Keegan's, like, when it comes to state jail penitentiary, you feel me? Whatever time they give you, that's your time. You gonna get an out date. Like, other than killing the nigga, you not gonna get no extra time. So niggas not worried about parole. Niggas not worried about getting out early. None of that shit. So this bitch is a Royal Rumble, you feel me? Unlike niggas in the penitentiary, they trying to, some of them, if they don't have, a lot of time or whatever, they really not going to be on that guerrilla shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you got 5 years, you trying to get in, get out, do whatever you got to do. You really ain't trying to be on that rah-rah, you know what I'm talking about? But, so Keegan's, everybody in there, like I say, minimum 6 months, max, You know what I'm talking about? They can max you out at 5 years because they're going to stack it on you. Really, it's 2 years. You can only get 2 years state jail. But they can stack them hoes on you. So what they'll do, they'll sentence you to 2, then hit you with another 2, then probably hit you with a 1 or some shit like that. So it's weird the way that shit work because they can stack them hoes. And like I say, the difference is ain't no parole. So they stack 2. They stack you for 5, nigga. You doing 5 flat. You ain't getting out early. Don't even think about it. So whatever you doing that bitch, besides killing a nigga, you don't get no extra time for. All they gonna do is send your ass to the hole. You gonna do your whole time, get out, and you right back on compound. So this is like, state jail ain't dangerous, but this is the shit you gotta deal with. If you don't know how to fight, you gonna have a hard ass time in there. You feel me? Shit ain't gonna be cool for you. So, boom. You know, I get my papers. They getting ready to ship us. I see the nigga again. So, you know, for the name of the story, I'm gonna call the nigga Scarface. So I see Scarface. I'm like, oh shit, what's up, nigga? You know, hey man, what's going on? You know, we kicking the shit. You know what I'm talking about? They end up, you know, we getting ready to get on the transport bus. So just so happened they chained me and him together. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna ride with my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? A-Leaf, you know what I'm talking about? Cause since I don't bang, you feel me? I'm not a gang member. You know, I ain't nothing wrong with it. You feel me? Cause I fucks with a lot of niggas. You feel me? Especially out there in A-Leaf. You know, it's a lot of BDs and GD niggas out there. So you know, I fucks with them. You know, we got a few Crips, few Bloods, but for the most part, at that time, it was mainly BDs and GDs, mostly BDs who ran A-Leaf, you feel me? Especially Foreign Park where I was from. You know, we had a lot of G's out there. So, matter of fact, shout out to Rainbow, Skittles, Monster, and all them niggas out there, you feel me? But, so boom. You know, somebody, you know, we chain together, we getting on the bus, we riding, you know, somebody that in itself is them fucking bus rides, man. That shit is horrible. You know what I'm saying? For one, it's uncomfortable. Too, you get to see the city and everything, and it's like, damn. Because it's going out to Pamelition is like you leaving the city, going out to the country. Then you coming back to the city, and then where Keegan's is, it's like literally in the middle of downtown Houston, you feel me? So I'm seeing all the lights and everything. It's like, God damn, man, I'm ready to get this shit over with. So we get to Keegan's. You know what I'm saying? We get off the bus, you know, we go through our shit, you know what I'm talking about? Now we gotta be housed, you feel me? So we go to the housing dorm, F building. So while we in there, you know, he my bunkmate. You know, I'm on top bunk, he on bottom bunk, because in this penitentiary, it's 56-man cells. There's no individual cells unless you go to the hole or something like that. But yeah, it's a 56-man tank with all the beds are upstairs, and where we eat and watch TV is downstairs. We got like the little metal benches with the little metal seats, and it's 2 TVs on each end. So when you come down the stairs, you got your eating area. Then when you go up, you know, you got your beds, and then if you keep along that wall and you hit to the left, that's where the showers and the toilets at. It's a line of silver toilets down that bitch, and then it's the showers. There's no partition or nothing in the middle. So if a nigga taking the shit and a nigga taking the shower, y'all right there like literally 4 feet from each other with his ass in this man's face, you feel me? So this is how the bathroom is made, and there's a door that lead to a hallway then there's another door on the other side of that hallway where the other dorm is at. So we can see each other from that door, and then the officers can come in through either door or whatever to handle whatever situation they need to handle, you feel me? And because they don't have like an officer booth, you know, the officer actually stays 24/7 in the dorm with you. Like, when officers come in and do their job, they in the dorm. They mostly downstairs. They'll come up every now and then, but they in the dorm with you. They'll walk to the other dorm that they got a count or whatever. But there's always an officer in the dorm when they come to Keegan's. You feel me? But that's besides the point. So we get to the housing dorm or whatever. You know, he's my bunk mate. And so we cool and we chilling. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the nigga, he ain't have really much of nothing. So, you know, my people, they looked out for me. And plus, when I turned myself in, I had a little money on me. So, because I knew I was going to jail, you feel me? Because that day, I just woke up and was like, I'm tired of running. I had ran for 8 years. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I got kids now. I'm trying to do better. So, I went on ahead and got zooted. I'm talking about nigga got faded out that bitch. You feel me? So, I go turn myself in or whatever. That's a story that said we not even fit to go there. I'll say that for next time. But, you know, the nigga didn't have much of nothing. So, you know, I'm looking out for my nigga. We spreading together, we eating, whoop, whoop, whoop. Every now and then he'll come up with, you know, a meat pack or soup or something like that. And I'm like, you know, where you getting this from? You know, I don't mean to be in your business, but I know you don't go to store or nothing like that. So you got a hustle or something going on? Like, what's happening? You know, talk to your boy. Shit, let me in on the move. He like, nah, man. You know, I just got a friend. You know, I'm talking about across the way, and you know, he be sending me food, and you know, I'm talking about we just cool. Like, I'm like, all right, that's what's up. Yeah. So we kicking shit. You know, we chilling. And so we finally get housed, and I don't know. Somehow this nigga end up once again housed with me. And so by this time, everybody see me and Buddy, you know, every time I move, he move. Every time I do, you know, I work out, he come work out with a nigga. You know, he fucking with me. Every time I spread with my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So boom, we get to the new dorm. You know, me, him, my nigga Callie. And it was like 2 other dudes who was in that dorm with us that got shipped to, where did we go? We went to G building. They sent us to G building. So we in G. You know what I'm talking about? Because I was praying they ain't send a nigga to H. Them young niggas, that was wild, boy. Them niggas, whoo-wee, man. But yeah, so we get to G building. You know, somebody getting there. Now, mind you, in G dorm, this particular dorm, I'm talking about, it was a fuck ton of bloods in there.
With my old goon on the seat, top flow sessions, puffing volume, this for me. Every time we pop out, it's a movie. Peep the scene, super clean. Sliding up the highway with my old goon on the seat. Top flow sessions, puffing volume, this for me. Every time we pop out, it's a movie. Peep the scene.